listening to this tarot reader. They drink my pretty very powerful stuff. I've been really digging the tarot readers on YouTube lately. It's just been on point. I feel like. And look, tarot is it's mostly for the fun and whatnot, but if you want to strike this, I mean, I'm just trying to promote her. If you she's a bigger channel, she's very, she's great. She's great. I love her style. A lot of these tarot readers, they just, they just vivaciousness. And it's fulfilling just to listen to them wax. Huh. Huh. Give it a shot. It's like people telling me to shut up, shut up, shut up. I did get played. Oh yes, right here on this very platform. I'm aware of mine. I I was just watching a documentary about my partner and about his book. It's strange because I don't derive any of my self worth. I mean, not emotionally. I would say that cynically, I derive value from Brett Brett's fame, but emotionally, it doesn't. I don't. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't make me feel better about myself. It doesn't make me feel more valid or less valid. Uh, but I can see how, on the outside, because of maybe I haven't done enough research on you know who Brett Easton Ellis is, uh, and I don't even like to bring it up, but I wonder how often I'm seen without that lens. I know that I know that I exist without that lens, and I know that I don't need that lens to be seen or to. It doesn't actually inform who I am. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't inform who I am. I inform who I am, and I always have. I've always believed in myself and uh, done things that I wanted to do, and um, struggled in my own way. And one thing I would say is I guess uh, I expected an ounce more respect than I got, uh, but that was my own fault. I should have read American Psycho. I should have finished it. I should have taken in uh, the value of what the book is doing and saying. But I think more important than the book actually is the reaction to him, Brett. You know, uh, it's quite frankly. I'm still dumbfounded by it. I just don't understand why people. Uh, I feel like if you're seeing this, if you're watching me, or you ever see me, on any type of video, or you hear me see me type something, I pray that you know that it's from me. Um, Even when I've used Brett's Twitter Twitter account for publicity in order to sell products, which I feel like that's what it's basically really for, uh, isn't it? Um, there's been this like uh, judgment, this judgment that I don't deserve to. Well, I guess speak from Brett's vantage point, but and I'll tell you, maybe there's some truth to that, but maybe there's a little too much emphasis placed on any other individual's vantage point, and that one maybe shouldn't covet or esteem another human being, regardless of their achievements, their quote unquote achievements, because to be quite honest, I wouldn't be shocked if a lot of people that claim to be fans have only seen the movie. Uh, uh, it's just I've been blamed for uh, one person in particular. The last few weeks said that I was to blame for my partner's lack of productivity over the past decade or so. Uh, well, am I to blame for that, or is he to blame for his own productivity? I would assume it would be him to blame for his own productivity. I only have so much power. I've also been, frankly, very productive myself, uh, and I'm starting to get to the point where I'm looking at Google's antitrust lawsuit and thinking, are my failures? Are they really? I mean, are they? Are they my failures? Like, did I do something wrong? Did I miss something? And the fact is that most people don't give a fucking shit about anybody but themselves. Uh, and I don't think that that's necessarily a value that they hold. I think it's a sort of behavior that they exhibit. And I believe that in order to overcome such a thing, if it is possible to do. It is possible. There's a way forward. There's a way forward for America. I can't speak for the rest of the world. I cannot do that. But I can speak for America and for what I believe is in America's future. And I believe that we have a golden age ahead of us. Ahead of us. And I believe that we had a good time behind us, but that ahead of us, we will see revitalization that we've never thought possible. Uh, and I think that we'll see it through um, each other, that we'll see it in each other. And then we'll begin to love one another and see the value in one another. And there's a couple things I know, you know, that I mean, I know several things, but a couple things that I would want to say right now is one, whatever the hell Google is doing, it needs intense scrutiny. In that president or not president, candidate or no, I'm a candidate. I will continue to be a candidate, regardless of any ballots, me being on them or not. I'll run as a write-in. I will continue to run for president of the United States, no matter what I'm told, because it's my prerogative as a 37-year-old American man to do so. And it is my desire to do so. But, not but, and Google, the way that they've lit it, I've sued Google. I'm in court with Google right now. I'm in court with them. And their litigation tactics are so depraved. I don't quite know what to say other than that. Just to say they're depraved, overtly so. They're cynical and depraved, and if they think that I'm going to just allow them to. Now, the district judge, the Honorable Judge Kronstadt, who I think was somewhat fair, pretty much fair. I mean, look, if I were him, I would have probably prompted some sort of investigation into YouTube. I don't know if he did or didn't. I don't know that. I don't know exactly what the rules are of being a district judge, but I do know there's something afoot and something not good at YouTube and Google because of the evidence that I put forth and because of the things that I've experienced on this platform. It's sick. It's sickening. It's sick. I will never ever stop saying it until it's heard, and if it's never heard, it will be. It will be. I have faith. I have faith. I have a lot of faith in God. I pray to God every day. But God tells me to stand up, not to sit down, not to get on my knees, not now, to stand up for myself, to stand up for what is right, and to know my value, and that God knows that I bow to him. He knows that I bow to him. He doesn't need to see me on my knees. He needs to see me on my feet, speaking truth to power. And he needs to see that, he wants to see that truth become power, because God loves truth. I believe firmly in my heart that God sees all, is the truth, he resonates with the truth. And when lies are told, it saddens him. It's not. And I think that we all need to speak up when we see lies, especially when they're filed in court, state court, district court, federal, whatever court. No lies. Like honestly, no more lies. Stop lying. If you're lying, stop lying, because you're going to be called out. You're going to be called out, and that goes for a gamut, like an array of lies that are sickening, depraved, and they're not even permitted by the policies of Google themselves. And I find their CEO to be so disgusting. It's hard to even put it to words. Knowing what I've been through because of their lies, it is because of their lies. That's another thing that needs to be said, is that it is because of their lies and their misrepresentations of their own platforms and their own policies that I was severely injured. My reputation was injured. I don't believe irreparably forever, but that I did end up going through quite a bit. I have never, like I said, connected my self-worth with anything outside of myself, and I never will, because I don't believe that you derive worth from. You don't need anything. You don't need any accomplishments or money or anything, or you don't need talent. You don't need anything. You are a human being. You have worth, period. And that's a universal truth that I will carry with me into infinity, because I know that is true. And you'll get your worth. It'll be reciprocated in the dharma or the karma. Um, in karma, it would probably be a good way to say it so that general audiences understand. Uh, I I frankly just want to say this one more time: is I have no idea what this guy. I don't know what this writer means in terms of how I'm viewed. I don't. I don't get it. I don't know what to say. I don't have a response. I don't have an excuse. I don't get it. In fact, it's something I've had to grow to realize. To uh, you gain nothing from another's. You gain nothing from your own accomplishments. I mean, except for your own self satisfaction, which is basically what you ought to be here for, is to be satisfied with yourself. Um, but I guess simultaneously, you could see how being ignored and being adjacent to somebody that's so unignored it might seem odd. It might seem sort of incongruent with truth, meaning that people are willfully ignoring me, which is their prerogative, and I do so at your own peril. Ignore me at your own peril. I'm a truth teller. I speak truth to power. I will continue to do so, and I will never stop doing so. And I can't be beat. I can't be beaten. I'm no longer perturbed or disturbed or bothered. So long as I'm fighting for what's right, I'm not bothered by I guess the press, whatever that is. Oh, Satan. Oh, and Lucy. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here we have Secret Satan and Lucifer. Uh, what the fuck is going on with Google? I mean, like, this is this is harassment in and of itself. That's I wonder who is behind these two names. I'm glad I don't have my glasses on. I can't see. I don't know what's being typed. I don't want to read it. This platform is so disgraceful. It's so disgraceful, and the people that run it are disgraceful. And I pray that it's broken up and that people are put in prison per as needed. Um, yeah, I don't know that. I guess, like, how can I play music on a platform like this? How can I subject my music to this? I mean, this is like I'm better than this. Uh, you know what? Anything, anyone is better than this.